Hey traders, this is Jeff from ZenTrader.ca, and I've got a bunch of charts here. Kind of want to recap today's action and see where we stand in terms of my market timing signal for a couple of the markets that I do cover, and try to make sense of what may seem like kind of a crazy day, but I don't really think it's as bad as everyone may be thinking that we're gonna have some sort of significant correction. I think at this point there's no reason to assume that this is going to turn into something much more serious. I will admit that my personal watch list really kind of got hit today, and so that's okay for one day, so we'll see how it bounces back tomorrow. But you can see here in the NASDAQ that we're still above the 50-day moving average. Nothing seems to out of whack here. I've got a couple different versions of the NASDAQ I want to look at. You can see that we just closed down on the NASDAQ below the middle Keltner channel, and then support held on the middle Keltner channel for the SPX, and the Dow, which has been the strongest market, has barely even pulled back. So nothing too much of a concern there. I think the thing that really worries me the most is this ADX, and sometimes the ADX it'll come down here really low and it'll start to spike up, and sometimes the first move is a fake out. So we'll see if we get some follow through. If this negative DI really spikes up, that can be a problem, and this is something that I'll be watching for. But so far, my timing signal for the NASDAQ is still it's still bullish. You can see here we've closed right at the 32 MA. These are a couple of MAs that I don't talk about too often, but I do use. And you can see here that when we closed, we were in an uptrend here. We closed below it here, snapped back the next day, closed below it, which looked like that this was just the harbinger of death in terms of candlesticks. And then we found support, closed above it, and then every time it got smacked down below the 32, it rallied. So we closed right above it, so this is good. Volume rose a little bit, but that's to be expected when you have a sell-off like that we saw today. It was pretty nasty. A lot of stocks that I was really watching really took a beating. The TSX got hammered today. I mean, it's down 260 points. It's broken down out of this box. My timing signal was neutral on this at the time. It had turned bearish here. I'm sorry, bullish, but it never issued a buy signal. And I have another. No, I don't. I thought I had another view of the TSX, but this market could potentially issue some sort of sell signal. I would say as early as next week. It's looking really, really bad. And when you look at, let's see, I also got silver here I wanted to touch upon. My thoughts on gold and silver is that gold can go much lower. Well, not much, but it can go lower, and it might drag silver down with it. Silver has really found some support. This is a pretty extended weekly view. This is like a 7-year weekly, and you can see every time it gets down around this 26 level, it's bounced. So this is going to be key to see how it reacts when it gets down there. The next level of support, in my opinion, is quite a bit lower in terms of percentage wise. It's down near 20. So we'll see how this holds up here. If this breaks and it closes on a weekly basis below, I would say anything below 26, then this could be foreshadowing a significant move lower. And on gold, let me just pull something up here. Oops. I've been talking about, just off the top of my head, I think it was 1480. And if that level holds on silver, that's going to be a bigger move for gold down. What I'm saying is if silver went to 20, this is probably going to the 1300. So we'll see what happens with this. Okay, quickly, XLF, not as bad as everyone might say. We're right at support here. We'll see what happens here. XHB, still within this bullish channel uptrend here. Nothing to really worry about here. And then TLT is right back here in this resistance zone. So, and I'm bearish on bonds. I've been bearish for a little bit now, and I expect this to sell off. So that could be good for the markets.